guys are doing well. I just wanted to share another activity that you guys could do at home with your kiddos. So this one is called the smell collage. So this one's working with science, really exploring and describing similarities and differences and the attributes of things. So the supplies that you're going to need for this are a piece of paper, and then some glue. You can either use a glue bottle or glue sticks, whatever you have. I just have a glue bottle here, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm using a Q-tip to kind of dip it in so that I can spread it out on here pretty easily. And then you just need a variety of different spices that you have lying around the house. I grabbed some ginger, some chili powder, some ground cinnamon. If you have even cinnamon sticks, that would work too. Some garlic powder, paprika, and some allspice. So just a variety of different smells for them to do. They also recommend even some ground cloves, whole cloves, nutmeg, curry. So different smells that they can explore and try out. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit them down and say, so hey, you know, we're going to explore our sense of smelling today. And we're going to see if we notice anything about these smells. Maybe we've smelled them before in things that we've cooked or had at school or at home. Maybe sometimes we use it when we're baking. So you really just want them to kind of engage and explore and think about where they might have smelled these different smells before. And then they can even, you know, talk about if it's like a spicy smell, because I know a lot of kids are like, oh, this is too spicy. So maybe they might think it's a spicy smell, or if it's a sweet smell, or just explore with them and listen to what they're saying and trying to figure out what they're thinking these smells are. So what you're going to do first is either use your glue stick or your glue bottle and put a little, I don't know, circle, square of glue down on the paper. And then you're going to let them sprinkle a little bit of their first spice on. So you can let them choose which spice they want to do first. I'm going to do my allspice. And I just want to make sure that I open the right one and don't dump the whole entire thing on the paper. So just let them sprinkle it on there. And then once they have enough on there, let them go ahead and just get a little sniff of it, a little smell. I'm going to say, ooh, this one, this allspice reminds me of Christmas time. It reminds me of cookies, when we bake cookies. Just so nice and warm. I'd say maybe it's a sweet smell. So then you could move on to the next one, decide which one, you know, you would want to have them do. So I'm going to make my little square. I'm going to spread it out a little bit further on the paper so it's not right up to the one that we just did, so that way it's got a little separation in between. So that way they're not getting both smells, the allspice and whatever spice you do next. So maybe I'm going to do some chili powder next. So sprinkle a little bit on there. And then say, all right, so go ahead and smell the smell that we just put on there. Well, tell me, what do you think of that smell? What does it remind you of? I'll be like, oof, that's a spicy smell. You know, it reminds me of tacos or a dip, or I don't know, whatever they think it reminds them of. And then you just keep moving on and going to the next one. Go through as many spices as they want to go through. Oops. And then maybe once you've gone through all your spices, you guys can figure out something that you could make together that uses some of the spices. So maybe you want to try to bake some cookies, or maybe you want to try baking a cake, or you know, making something for dinner using some of these spices. I know I use paprika sometimes when I make deviled eggs and I put it on top of them. You could even do something simple like that. So then I'm doing paprika next. And, so go ahead and smell your paprika. I'm going to say that one smells a little bit spicy too. Not as spicy as the chili powder, but it's a little bit spicy. But I also notice that the paprika is a red color, and my allspice and my chili powder are a little bit different colors. My allspice is kind of brown looking, and my chili powder has kind of a little bit of red and brown going on. So they're all kind of different colors. They're not really the same. So I wonder if any of my other spices are going to be the same color. So you go on again, and I got 3 spices left to do. I did 3, got 3 more to do. So I wonder if any of them will be the same color. I also wonder if any of them will be sweet either. I have 1 sweet one. So now I'm going to do some ground ginger. So open up that spice. Just put a little bit on. Let them do this too. Let them explore tapping or shaking and letting the spices come out onto the paper. So I noticed that my ground ginger is a little bit of a yellow color. So it's not the same as any of the other ones. I thought it might be a brown. Woo! That one's got a little kick to it. It's not spicy, but it's not sweet. And even if the kids start tasting these, if they can, as long as they're not allergic to them, which I guess you wouldn't even be doing this with them if they were allergic to them. But if they want to taste them, like, let them get a little, as long as it doesn't have the glue on it, but like, let them taste it a little bit. And be like, that one tastes a little weird. You know, let them taste it too. I mean, it doesn't have to be just about the smells. It can also be about tasting and which one tastes different. Which one do they like the most? Some of them might not even taste it at all. And I'm regretting tasting some of these right now. But so I have 2 more left to do. I have my garlic and I have my cinnamon left to do. And let them predict what color they think they might be before they shake them out if they can't see the colors, because, you know, my spice ones aren't see-through. I know some are see-through, so they'll already know what color they are. But if they don't have a color around them, you know, just let them guess what they think it might be. So, oh, I don't know, maybe the garlic might be brown. Oh, I was wrong. It's a yellow, kind of like the ginger. And then you can have them sniff. Ooh. See, I love the smell of garlic powder. It's my favorite. It reminds me of when we make garlic bread. It's so good. So garlic, oh, it reminds me of that. Then I just have 1 more, my cinnamon. Who doesn't like cinnamon? So we're going to make my last square. All right. And then I'm going to empty my cinnamon onto my last square. Whoops. And take a little sniff. Ooh. Reminds me of gingerbread men. And Christmas time again. Even putting some cinnamon on my hot chocolate on top of the whipped cream. Oh, it smells so good. And if they want to taste it, love cinnamon. So then once you have all your smells on here, you can go ahead, because there will be some that don't stick to the glue. So if you have extra paper or a trash can that you can dump the extra stuff into. And then you should have your different smells on there. And you can label these if you want, so that way they can look at them later and say, oh yeah, this one was, you know, the garlic, and this one was cinnamon, and I like this one the best. And you can just go through, and even if they wanted to go through to the rest of your family members and have them smell each one of them and take a tally of who likes what spice the most and see at the end which spice won. Then you're bringing in, you know, numbers and comparing, and so just so many things that you could do with this, and it's so much fun. And I also recommend, you know, cooking with them. You know, try some of these spices out and see if they like what you make with them. And they love to cook. They love pretending to play cooking in the kitchen. So why not bring it into real life, you know, have them help you measure out some of the spices and put them into the mixture. So yeah, so that's a little fun activity that you guys could do with them. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have fun with this. You know, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, if you want to show me pictures of what you guys did with the spices, that'd be great. I always love seeing your guys' pictures and seeing what you guys are up to. So I miss you all very much, and hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe and stay healthy. All right, see ya.